This is a review on Eastbound and Down. It's on episode 2, and it's called Chapter 2. And today we're here with Mike, JD, and Fauna. And I'll just give you a quick little summary about what the Chapter 2 is about. And it says, to avoid selling his beloved jet ski, Kenny looks to score some extra cash by pitching himself as a spokesman for a local dealership. The gig threatens to turn into a fiasco when the dealership owner, Ashley Schaefer, insists that Kenny pitches a fastball to a fan. Later, Kenny makes a memorable cameo appearance at middle school dance. And what was your review on the episode, Mike?
Well, it shows a great person becoming human and realizing that all the karma comes back into play when you're not on top anymore. You know, he has a great line that when you're on top, everybody wants a piece of your ass. You know, but when you're on the bottom, no one cares about you. And you know what? Partly that's his fault for, doing a lot of drugs, being cooler than fuck, and, blowing it all away. But he's still right. He's still Kenny Powers, and people should respect that, but they don't. Because you know why? Because basically people want to destroy a person that they ultimately wanted to become in the first place. So, at a weakness point in his life, people are going to pounce on him. Kind of a human nature.
Alright. What do you think, JD, of episode 2?
What they took away from it was just how he's just going straight forward with that teacher and just straight up telling her how he feels when he takes that ecstasy pill, which makes sense. But I mean, people should just be like that in general. Where maybe not so upfront like he was, but I mean, if you feel that way, why not just be fucking true to yourself, and then it might work out. Take a chance.
I thought the episode was good in the frame that I don't know, for me, watching it, there's just funny thing after funny thing, and it kind of just goes by really quick. But I mean, yeah, what you're saying, it's there's all these scenarios that it's real life stuff, but then you think about it in your head, but then he's actually doing it in the show.
Yeah.
Who does ecstasy and goes to a middle school dance and then express how he feels
about the teacher's
kids?
It's
how his ex-girlfriend. And then the same thing with his jet ski, how he just lied and said someone robbed him of his jet ski, but he hid the jet ski. And how do you get robbed? And the same thing with the dealership guy, but that's the funny thing about the dealership guy, that's how people act in the real world, the real this reminds me high school, kids in high school acting like that, real just.
But I wonder if it's making fun of people that do those jobs.
No, it is, but it's just
how they're full of themselves. Look at me, I got a real job, but I'm full of myself in a way.
Well, also it's showing that Kenny Powers in the day would never go up to Ashley Schaefer and ask for her to do some, advertising appearance, and it goes again of showing that people will pounce on people that are weak and,
but it also
bring them down to his level.
I think it also shows those, when you're so successful, you will, blow all your money and shit, and then once you're, nothing, I mean, I guess, obviously, no one cares about you, but then you'll do anything just to, feel that feeling, and it's all, feelings, but I think it's, pretty interesting.
Yeah, I think, a lot of these professional athletes, like Kenny Powers, that when they retire, they have to keep doing commercials or, get on, some show stay in the light, just to, feel happy,
Don't most of them end up in ESPN being commented?
No, very few will.
Only the good ones.
Only like the Hall of Famers are allowed to even be on there, and on top of that, they have to have some form of control in a way where they can, be controlled. Because if they're too wild, they won't let them be on there. So a lot of them are token the line as well too.
So you think he's like representing the average Joe in a football team, like a kicker at a football team? Or?
Well, Kenny Powers, had a couple. I don't know. Like the whole thing is like Kenny Powers had like a 10-season career, and then blew all his money partying, but now he's in the dumps and he has to live with his brother.
It's just episode 2 though.
Yeah, this is just up to episode 2.
But what was the funniest part you think in this episode, Mike? Yeah.
The funny I think is the coming together of Stevie Jakowski and his love affair for Kenny Powers, and it kind of goes to like how in a relationship sometimes one person will look another way or do things just to be with that person. The aspect of that kind of love. And as being a famous person, it's kind of weird, who are really your friends? Because Stevie Jakowski only wants to be with Kenny Powers because he thinks he's cool. What's that say about Kenny Powers? What's that say about Stevie Jakowski? So it's kind of like how we are as humans, that we kind of all drift towards.
The funniest part though? That was the question.
Well, yeah, I'm saying that, for me, him being introduced in a way that, makes him look like this creepy guy trying to take advantage of Kenny Powers. And then also that Kenny Powers doesn't really care about this guy until he needs something from Stevie. Which is, Stevie needs a ride to Ashley Safer's BMW, So I thought that was hilarious.
JD, what's the funniest part?
When he was talking to the teacher about her tits and like just dancing for her, which is like, to me it was just funny because isn't that what like some animals do? They dance and then to get their mate. So I just thought it was funny how he was doing that shit to the teacher without even really knowing it, or maybe he did. I don't know. He seems pretty
Well, it
stupid.
was on ecstasy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I thought that guy, cause the guy that drove him, I don't know his name.
Clay.
Yeah, but I like how he's just doing. I don't know what we call the drug he was doing, but
He's basically sniffing paint.
He was like sniffing paint with like the homeless people, all just like I just thought like that was pretty like random and funny that he was doing that, and then like just fucking he drove the car. I don't know. I just thought that was pretty hilarious. All right, well that's the review of Eastbound and Down, Chapter 2, Episode 2, and I guess today's date is February 11th, 2016, and Mike's out, JD's out, Juana's out.